In a gritty part of the city, where alleys were littered and shadows seemed to linger, there lived a small, fragile creature with ebony fur, luminous green eyes, and fluffier-than-life hair. This was Whiskers, a cat who had been dealt a harsh hand by the world. Born into adversity, Whiskers had known little kindness in her early days. She was often chased away by children more interested in cruelty than compassion. Her small body bore marks of their careless play, the bruises from thrown stones, and the pain of not understanding why she was a subject of their fun. Life in the street was a struggle. Whiskers scavenged food from the overflowing bins behind the corner restaurant, piecing together meals from leftovers that others discarded with a disdain she never knew. The lack of nutrition and constant search for safety left her frame thin and her spirit weary. Her fluffy fur became matted over time, but beneath it, the will to survive was as strong as ever. One gloomy afternoon, while rummaging through last night's scraps, Whiskers misstepped into a discarded can, slicing her paw with a sharp edge. The city buzzed around her, indifferent to her plight. Through the pain, her vivid eyes reflected not anger, but a resigned acceptance to her fate. Hobbling down the alley, seeking solace in a corner of a damp cardboard box, she mewed softly, a tune of despair mixed with fading hope. It was under these dire circumstances that a sliver of fate shone through the clouds. Aria, a gentle-hearted girl with braids in her hair and an eye for noticing the overlooked, was playing nearby when she heard Whiskers' faint cries. Intrigued and moved by the sound, she followed it and discovered the bedraggled feline trying to find comfort in her solitude. Aria approached cautiously, speaking softly to the creature who had known little else than fear. Whiskers winced at first, recoiling from the unknown touch, but something in Aria's warmth assured her it was time to trust. She allowed herself to be lifted and carried by those tender, small arms. The journey to the vet was filled with Aria's whispered assurances and gentle strokes, guiding the cat toward a new beginning. At the clinic, Whiskers received the attention she so desperately needed. Her wounds were clean, her fur untangled, and her belly was finally filled with more than just scraps. Her once hollow eyes began to shimmer with gratitude and life. Weeks turned into months, and in the loving care of Aria, Whiskers transformed. Her coat shone with health, her body filled out with strength, and her paws, once hesitant, now padded with confidence around Aria's home. Where once existed only trash and tumult, now flourished love and laughter. Whiskers had found a home, a family, and most importantly, a second chance. She would never forget her past life amongst the refuse, but it was the love of a little girl who redefined Whiskers' existence, teaching her of a world where tenderness prevailed over indecency. Together, they became an inseparable duo, proving that amidst life's unpredictability, kindness could weave miracles.